Okay, we have everything ready now. Guess I was already streaming, so you guys saw some uncommented OBS action. Telling Sammy that we're ready. We'll have to pull the jet a little bit. I guess we're gonna place it over here, left hand side. Wishing our opponent good luck. Do we mean it? We'll never know. Let's see if we can get some viewership. I'll be taking questions if it's possible. Always very high-paced heads-up action, so harder to respond to people. Playing against Sam today. Very swingy sessions usually. high paced. We both like to be quick with our decisions. Left hand table is not good enough for value, so we just check it down. We have 1 hour. Going to try to play our best, but we'll also try to play entertaining. So we're going to 4-bet here on the left side. Just give some action. On this flop we can jam, hope for a fold, quick all in, and we're gonna jam on the right hand side too. Get lucky on the left hand table. Unlucky with the flop. Let's see, VVV is tuning in. Hello, much love, good luck, good luck. Thank you, sir. I wonder how many viewers we're getting today. We're streaming on 3 platforms, namely Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. I think we can bet here for protection. Standard would be checking back, I think. Sam leaves his checking ranges a bit unprotected, so we get check raised there less often, so we can bet a bit more with medium holdings like ace-10. Can bet, we can check here. Going to bet 1/3. Going to bet again. Get raised by Sam. Can have it this time. It's representing 7-8, 8-5, full houses. Can definitely still have them, so we'd rather call with hands that block the hands that he's representing, which kings don't. See, betting on the left hand side. He should continue with single pairs against a smaller size, and it's quite tough to do on ace-high boards. So we have a 9 here for showdown. Opening, opening. Going to try and stay away from limping. Obviously that should be part of optimal strategy in this format, but there's more to life than playing optimally. Completes the straight for 4-5. Flush draw misses. Semi bets we're not gonna fold, especially not against a small size. Definitely possible that we should raise here, but we're just gonna call. It does sometimes put strong hands in the small size. Definitely miss value there. Definitely made a mistake by not raising. Theory dictates that we sometimes check here. I mean, I like betting more myself, but very tempting hand to do it with. Now we're going to bet for the whole enchilada. Sammy ends up calling. Okay, so we have a lot of people tuning in, that's nice. Going to raise on the right hand table, raise on the left hand table. So what I found out on the last stream with Victor is that the numbers on Twitch are not accurate. So we have 161 people tuning in, which should be quite accurate, and then whenever the numbers on X go up, they don't deduct people that stop watching the stream, so I think we want to bet here ourselves. Okay, raised by Sam, we call, it's a small size, so King 9, definitely possible, King King. Open call, left hand table. Bjark saying Fanny, GQD is saying who's Victor and can he be my stallion too? I guess we still have the old title. I tried to change it, but maybe it didn't work. You can watch me and Victor playing poker on the highlights of last Sunday. It's on the Veni Vidi on YouTube. Very enjoyable session and a lot of banter together with Victor. Now it's the real deal. We're gonna go back to breaking down some hands. Trying to outplay our opponent here. We're gonna fold here. It's probably close, but feels like a better two pair at a too high of a frequency. C bets on ace 8-8, which he probably does for 100% of the time. He's checking on the turn. Calling with the bottom set, we pick up a gut shot. Going to bet here ourselves. Going to bet here for thin value. Slightly unorthodox, but allows us to bluff small in position there at times. Good luck, Finny. Thank you, Andrew. We have Kara tuning in. Hello, Dirk. Hey man, good luck today from Robert Poker. Another frequent visitor of the stream. Yeah, it's nice to stream during the day. I guess there's less competition too, so we might be able to get some extra viewership now that we're not streaming together with all the very big streamers. Betting small with the 6. Hoping that an underpair to the aces call. Left hand table, we give up on the turn, maybe do something on the river. Bet in position, take it down, and we defend on the right hand side, which is definitely a wide defend, but we want to get in some hands. So far so good. We got lucky in the all-in on the left hand table. Sam still playing pretty good. On the jack we can consider betting for value. Sam is betting, we can call and we can sometimes raise there for sure. Such a strong hand. We're just gonna give up. I'm blocking everything. All the draws. We want to play quick, we want to play a lot of hands. Getting some messages on Twitter for people who are rooting for Sam, which I completely get. And they're saying, hello, will we see you in the future in a challenge against Jay Nandes? I don't think so. I've reached out to him to ask if he wants to play some heads up, but he's busy with more important things, so I'm going to check. And we're going to fold. Easy call on the left hand side, no reason to raise. Check folding. Definitely a candidate that we want to bluff at times. Beautiful hand on the right hand table. A lot of outs to strong hands, and we have a potential bluff candidate in the ace of diamonds. Julien is complaining about the song. Actually, we have a new playlist ready for the next session on Sunday, so stay tuned for that one. It also begins with the same song always when I start streaming, so I understand that it's getting a bit repetitive. C-betting on the left hand table with top 2 pair. And we're going to defend if Sam opens on the left hand table. We're going to 3-bet 7, 8, 10 jack. It's nice for board coverage. It's a pretty strong hand too. Amazing turn. Delay c-bet for half pot, hoping for a raise of course. And then the jack isn't great because now we're blocking part of his hero calling portion. So maybe we bet small again for this reason. Betting for value on the right hand table. I'm betting for thin value again. Pretty bad hand on the left hand table. Robert sending some emoticons. Let's see, super passy. Good luck, Vinny, thank you, sir. So we've been streaming for 15 minutes now. We have 309 people watching, which is in reality a little bit lower because of the bug in the system for viewers on X. Gonna check raise on the left hand table. We've been trying to trap Sam a couple of times now. He has not been biting. This time he does. Bluffing on the right hand table. With the hand in the cookie jar. Quick fold from Sam. So far so good. We have 1 hour of playing time against Sam. Unless he extends it, of course, but he's been having a busy week. Going to raise his hand. It's definitely not solver approved, but see betting 100% here. We have 3 clubs. Here we're going to bet half pot on the turn. We get check raised. roughly 36% equity here. Yeah, we get it in. Sam definitely can be a bit wider here than usual. Does have the set. Well played by him. Definitely check sometimes on the turn, but usually Sam is not that trappy, so he re-raises on the flop. Flop is set. On the left hand table must be nice. See, Jinan is the biggest nit that made it to high stakes. A question from Spew. No, he's been playing great in the private game. As you guys might have been seeing. I mean, obviously he has... people consider him nitty. It's definitely not always the case, and he's definitely underrated. Super strong player, very balanced. Great channel mate, enjoying these videos and the commentary. Thank you, sir. We're at 300 people watching, roughly. Sam check calls. It does bring in a lot of straights. When he checks, I think we have to go for value. We've missed the auto value bet, which is a very, very bad reason to then value bet this hand, but Sam did look us up very light in the past here, so betting small. Flop top 2. We bet here. Sam loves to hear the hands. Do you know what Sam does for a living? Not exactly, but I'm guessing he's a successful businessman. Going to call here. River, exactly what we want to river. The full house. Going to lead. Let's see, 100 viewers on YouTube and Twitch, 252 on Twitter, which is not super accurate. Flop a full house. Starting with a check on the left hand table, we can also bet on that kind of structure. Bet from Sam, we're going to float his hand. Do have the bottom pair and the backdoor flush draw. And this run out is pretty bad for us. We're gonna check and pray that Sam has a queen. He does have one, two even. C betting on the right hand table, 4 betting on the left hand table. Get in the aces against ace king king maybe, or aces as well. We have a small free roll, not anymore, we do. Jesus, I run so hot against Sam. It's kind of crazy. Quick check on the left hand table. Here we're betting, we're checking sometimes. Please share the video if you're enjoying it. There's definitely not that much high stakes action like this out there. Pot bet from Sam on the King 8 takes it down. I'm guessing the game is gonna be a little bit wilder now. Now that Sam lost the aces against aces, can feel very, how do you say, unjust when that happens to you. Going to c-bet this one. Let's see, do you know what Sam does for a living? Joey is going to sleep, see you in a few hours, 100k richer, well hopefully. We're gonna do an interview soon. Good night, Joey. Talk to you tomorrow. Checking back on the flop. This time we're going to bet small and then bet big on the river. Flop to pair on the left hand table. Going to take a stab. Three betting the double pair. This board is quite good for us, so we're going to see bet here. We can use a lot of sizes. Since we have such a big equity and net advantage here, we can basically bet any size. This turn is pretty good for us. I'm gonna continue betting. One third should be fine. Defending on the left hand table, a pair and a flush draw. We pick up an open ender. Calling on the right hand table. Gonna give up on the left hand table. Takes it down with the 6. Takes it down on the right hand table. We call it 3-bet and we flop a king, which is not super strong without any backup, so we're going to check it back. We're going to bluff on the right hand table with some equity. Noodles, approximately 1 hour of playing time. When is the pot scheduled for Joey Ingram? It's 9 in the evening UK time. Going to make a tight-ish fold here. Calling in the big blind, flop a queen with some backdoors, and on the right hand table we're going to check and decide. Queen high flush now, blocking kind of everything, so we bet small. Induce our opponent to raise. Real fireworks are not yet here, but could be a bomb exploding anytime soon. Let's gonna ask what day it is today, but then the ace-ace versus ace-ace hand happened. Yeah, you were a bit too late, sir. Up slightly, but nothing crazy. Bluffing left hand table. Get raised. Pick up the aces. Mixing on the flop. Beautiful bluff hand on the right hand table. So many turns we can go crazy on. Ace of diamond blocker as well. Solver's wet dream. Here we're betting small. I think we can size small again. Tough for him to have a nice calling hand after checking back the flop. Open calling with a very questionable hand. It's close, but we're going to fold. Let's see, viewership. People are tuning in. Hopefully we can get it or continue a little bit longer than 1 hour, but usually Sam is quite strict with the time. We call and two of hearts lands on the turn. Going to call again on the right hand table. Going to check back on the left hand table. Pretty poor run out. We don't have much showdown. Going to check anyway and hope for it. We do get it to showdown. It's very nice. Probably should bluff on the king river. Folding left hand table tight, guys. Not really, but in certain lines he can be a bit tight. He's raising me on the right hand table. Takes it down with a small bet. Flop the nut flush. Checking it back. Sometimes we do. Open 3-bet and a check from Sam. It's not quite strong enough to stab. Now we're gonna go for stab. Big one, because we're representing a very small, tight range, so we wanna bet big. Making a tight fold on the right hand table, not really any turns that excite me. Which is a good reason to fold the flop, especially against the big size. Defending on the left hand table, definitely marginal. King high may be good enough to show down. Now we have a straight. Some bets. Going to call him off. That's the aces. It's been tighter than usual. Going going to turn this hand into a bluff. Someone is asking when I started playing poker, if I immediately hopped into pot limit Omaha. I didn't, I played no limit hold'em first. A lot of free rolls, a lot of sit and goes, a lot of tournaments, some cash games. Ran it up a couple of times, went broke a couple of times, and then I found PLO, which was a way better fit for me, for my playing style. I don't know, it just clicked better than no limit hold'em did. Okay, we're getting some 3 bets from Sam. Call with the jack high flush. We don't get there, but maybe we get a check from Sam. Scary turn for him, that is. I'm holding most 10 jacks, so can't go crazy. Pot bet on the right hand table, we have to fold. We're gonna check on the left hand table. We river 2 pair, which is enough to check, but usually not enough against a normal 3 betting range. Flop a straight with a flush draw. Small, quick call from Sam. Is Sam Portuguese? I don't think so. I also have the Brazilian flag and I'm not from Brazil, but we had one game during the Euros where we had to show our support for a country, so Sam picked Portugal, I picked Brazil. Thanks for the content from Guillermo. No problem, sir. Get a 4 bet. We call our hand. Funny flop. To start with a check. Now we're going to turn our hand into a bluff. Bet from Sam. It's been quite passive, but we have to call every now and then here. Chop it up on the right hand table. Ace King 6. Probably means that we're gonna lose this hand. Exactly. Turn to pair. Supposed to call here, not super stoked about it. Let's show up with a creative hand. Should bluff the river there, I think. Betting here on the turn. Been one and done today. Flop to pair, which we're gonna check back. Going to bet half pot here. Here we're betting. Let's see how we're doing viewership wise. 30 people on YouTube and Twitch. That's super nice. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's gonna be half an hour more and then we have to wrap up the stream, unfortunately. It's been an okay heads up session, but no fireworks yet. White defend in the big blind. We want to make sure that we give some action to Sam as well. Bet small, out of position. Target an ace. As long as Sam doesn't start raising those small sizes, it's great to bet for thin value. I guess seasoned pros, it's kind of tough because they'll start asking you certain kind of questions that you can't answer with a range that's too weak. Okay, the solver would flat call here often. Use the sets as a slow play. And here we're just gonna bet the size of the pot. There's a lot of rivers that don't favor us, so we want to charge the maximum. Double suited kings. Sam folds. Answering the questions shortly. Open 3-bet call. Going to put some pressure on the right hand table. Check call from Sam. Going to check and pray. Dry kings in the big blind. Not good enough to 3-bet, but definitely a strong hand. Going to call twice. Does have the 6. Maybe he should bet for another street of value. It's been on the tighter side today, Sam, so if we have close hands, we're gonna lean towards folding. We're checking here without the diamond. This is a very tricky spot. I'm going to fold this hand, I think. Good morning from America, from Stevie Ortiz. Salo is asking, do I play 5 or 6 card heads up? I do, but not as much. Too bad Brazil didn't play well in this year's Euros. Yeah, how did that go? Guess it was the World Cup. Let's see, who's calling me out there? Damir Mulalic. Thank you, sir, for being so sharp. You must be a lot of fun at parties. Going to fold this one. I guess it was the Olympics or something. Not the Euros. Going to 4-bet this beautiful hand. And when Sam checks, we're going to jam. You have the pair and a double backdoor. It doesn't fall for our bluff. Right hand table, quick all in. Oof, we're in terrible shape. Nice hand by Sam. Do I have a Discord channel? I do have a Discord channel. Do I have a link available now? I don't, but I'll post it somewhere on my socials. Sam is saying that he thinks I'm only 4-betting aces. That's spat in the face, for sure. Going to stab here, small. Calling on the right hand table. Under pair, but we have some backdoors. No, it's close for sure. Going to fold this time. Open. Going to call. Small bet from Sam, which we're gonna call. No reason to raise. And then here we're going to bet. Holding an ace, and the tens give us a potential bluff on a lot of runouts. Emir is saying, love the streams, would appreciate a playlist update, though always the same songs. There's a new playlist coming this weekend. You're not the first one to tell me, but the stream was already taking a lot of my time, so I decided not to update the music for a while, but it's being worked on. 3-betting, super premium hand on the left hand side. Gonna check call on the left hand, right hand side. We're gonna call on the left hand side. That's us. Interesting raise from Sam. Not sure if we can float here. Double flag, backdoor flush draw, of course. Gonna be a tight fold, but calling here with the 9 and the gutter ball. Sam bets again. We're going to call. Hasn't shown much aggression or intention to bluff a lot, but those kind of hands we have to keep calling. Here we're going to bluff this hand. Start with a check on the left hand table. He's holding most sixes, so then we can start betting. Take showdown on the right hand table. Small bet left hand. It's close for sure, but I'm going to fold. Does find the hero call on the left hand table. Potential 4-bet candidate. See, betting this board 100%. We are holding all the aces, all the kings. That's on the right hand table. We have to fold with 1 pair and a gutty. Beautiful run out on the left hand table. Unblocking all the pairs as well, so I guess except for the 2. He's never holding 4-6 here. or at least he shouldn't be. Flipping 3 pair on the right hand table. Hi from Bali. Where in Bali do you usually stay? Usually staying in Canggu. Most probably going there next January again. Damir, haha, just like to troll every now and then. Love your streams. Watch all of them on replay at work. No worries, buddy. You can. Nothing wrong. Oh, that would be so nice, huh? Get a 4-bet in after bluffing twice. Nothing wrong with a bit of trolling. Slowly gaining some ground again. Check and pray. Check and pray goes well. Going to fold this one. Let's see how we're doing viewer wise. Bit sad about the fact that Twitter has this horrible way of counting things, but I like this hand as a bluff more than as a check. Against Sam you get a lot of easy showdowns though, so you don't have to bluff there. Is Sam bipolar? He always seems to play it differently. Well, he's definitely not bipolar, but he does have different playing styles. It's not that easy to play against Sam when he's very focused and not steamy, but when he does lose a couple of all-ins in an unfortunate way, he does tend to apply a lot of aggression. Calling on the right hand table. It's a good hand to bluff with. Blocking the jack of diamonds. Quick call from Sam. Very nice check back on the turn. He's 3-betting me again. We're holding the aces this time. It's nice. We have a bit of a, how do you say, an image of not holding aces in these spots. So on the jack 3 deuce, he shouldn't connect to this board at all, so we're just gonna ship it in. Obviously Sam has wider 3-betting ranges than usual, so any pair with a flush draw does have us crushed, not crushed, but in a bad form equity wise. Giving some free advice, I'm not even sure if I'm right, but the mic is very low. Okay, thank you for the feedback. I'll keep it a bit closer. I also have a bit of a trouble speaking up sometimes and trying to combine everything at the same time. Going to check again. Going to fold. Where's Omaha Faroz? He's been involved in a car accident. And I think he's still in the hospital, so he's not been doing great. That's why he's not been playing poker. I don't have that much information, but I feel very sorry for him. He's one of the most likable players in high stakes poker, so. Sam with a min bet, we're going to raise it. 2 pair, pretty bad turn. River 9. Small bet from Sam. Not too sure what that means. Going to see. Just curious. Holding the 9. Queen 10 for a very thin value by Sam. Can we see you on stars again? Yes, probably, at some point. Action is very slow there. So, not a lot of interest in playing there, but maybe it picks up again. They seem to have turned their back on poker a little bit, so. Going to bet for the size of the pot. Veher Cola. I'm not sure how much you know. Possibly more than me, but I think there's a lot of unknowns, so you shouldn't draw any conclusions just yet. If I'm gonna win percentage of your winnings, again, I will say it is rigged. Yes, sir. Congrats on winning before. Kop Au is saying good luck, Vinny. Thank you, sir. I don't want to comment on the Omaha Faroz situation too much because I don't know enough about it. I've heard something from close sources, but it's not up to me to narrate a story that I don't know enough about. Opening weak jacks. We would love to just limp call them, but we shouldn't limp too much. It's close, but we're folding. Super nice candidate to c-bet from Sam. He's not been showing too much aggression today. Almost in for an hour. Open 3-bet call. Terrible turn. River 2 pair. Small bet from Sam, we're gonna call. Shown to be super value heavy in these spots. Forgot to check what he was 3-betting with. Okay-ish hand. Here we're going to raise. Calling also fine. think we want to ramp up variance at the end of the session. Lead from Sam. He has shown to hold a lot of weakish holdings, so raising with a hand like this is... I misread my hand, it's only Jack high flush, I thought it was Ace high flush. Would I have known that? Probably flat calling fine. We'll see how it turns out. Turn the 8. He's leading and now he's betting. I think I'm going to fold. It's a tight fold, but he's playing so tight today. About to find out. Just a 9. Well played. What happened to your account on GG Poker? Ah yeah, thanks for asking me. So they block it sometimes on a Sunday when I swing. So usually they just unblock it the day after, but it takes a while and then I'm in the middle of my session on Sunday, so it really sucks, but it's unlocked again. Open call. What made you want to start putting yourself out there and start making content after so long grinding under the radar? I mean, being able to play in games like this is quite a good reason. Giving back a little bit to the poker community. I enjoy writing on Twitter for sure. Maybe streaming a little bit less. It's less of my nature, but it's been okay after the first few sessions. River the full house here. Interesting hand. Oslo has always been a big car guy. I remember flexing his orange McLaren years back. Let's hope he's okay. Do you surf in Portugal? I have not surfed here yet. I've surfed a bit on Bali, but not in Portugal. How are we doing viewer-wise? Always curious. Double suited kings. Bluffing on the left-hand table. Flop. Top set. Could be worse. Don't mind a check here. Small bet. Bluff on the left hand side. Guess we're going to wrap up soon. I think we broke even around that number. 22. Slightly up, but running good. We won the aces against the aces. Sam was definitely not giving his money away today. Hello, good luck today. Thank you, Oxei. Gia Futu is asking how is it going today. We're slightly up. Sam has been rather passive this session. Made a nice bluff against us. Checking back here. Betting small and checking the river. We only have a couple of minutes left, I think. Going to start with c-bet here. We have top pair and an open ender. 7 on the turn. Makes for a great hero calling hand. On the river we're gonna check. Take showdown. Small bet would be possible too, but open call. Check back without the spade. On the 3 we can start bluffing a bit. Especially against Sam's double checking range. It's pretty weak in general. Gonna throw in a funky raise here. Float with the queen. We're in position, so we have options. If Sam doesn't bet, he does bet, so we have to fold. Going to call for sure. Let's see on the turns and rivers. He's putting some nice pressure in the 3-bet pots on the turn. Expecting him to most of the time just have it. Betting here with a double flush draw. Going to bet big here. Floating with the aces and the ace of clubs. So when the board changes drastically like that, I think I'm mainly supposed to have small sizes and checks. But of course we can deviate against a player like Sam. Taking the passive line here. And deuce should be good enough to call once. He's not going crazy on river, so I feel comfortable to peel with marginal hands there. I'm gonna fold against a small bet. He's been showing a lot of strong hands there. C-betting here on a monotone board. Going to continue on the king. For small size, he can still call 2 pairs, sets. And now we're gonna take showdown, hopefully. Calling with a pair and a flush draw. Ace on the turn. Quick bet from Sam. Going to release our hand. Juni. Laszlo got into a car crash, a pretty bad one, so he's in the hospital at the moment and there's a lot of unknowns. Ace on the turn. Good for Sam's range. Continuous betting. Bom dia, boa sorte, obrigado. Obrigado. Flopping a wrap and a flush draw on the right hand table. Sam folds. We haven't been getting it in like we usually do, unfortunately. Going to bet on the left hand table. It's a bit mergy. Not a huge fan, but should be okay. Value betting on the right hand table. Flop a set. Should have the best hand here. Bluffing on the right hand table, we're holding the king of diamonds. We're holding a spade, blocking some backdoors. Going to check on the turn and maybe see what's possible on the river. Quick check by Sam. I think we want to bet here. Can still have a 4 that he can call with, but I don't expect him to. Snap check with the 6. A queen maybe. Haven't been looking into timing a lot, to be honest, but I had a session with Yuri last Monday and he did tell me about him being able to exploit timing tells pretty heavily, so I'm going to try and do that a little bit more. Hard when streaming at the same time, of course, but see, betting small here. On this turn we would love to check and have a check from Sam. Luckily we're balanced enough where we have check raises there, so we don't have to worry about being attacked relentlessly there too much. Betting big here with a 4 high flush. Maybe unconventional, but we're blocking a lot of hero calls, so we're basically targeting queen 10 or ace king with a spade here, and we're getting raised by Sam, which is a easy fold in the current, how do you say, not meta, but how Sam has been playing. Because the standard would be to bet small or bet half pot there with the 4 high flush. Three betting, going to start with a check. Pair turns are pretty good for us, so we're going to bet and then check on this river. Hey Fanny, great to see you stream again. Do you enjoy it more and more as well? Yeah, for sure. Like the first time I was super nervous about streaming. It's becoming a little bit more natural, but it still feels super cringy to lean into certain emotions or do certain things just for entertainment value. When I was streaming with Victor, I had a lot of fun. It was easier to be a little bit more loose. But when you're just talking to yourself, it can feel weird at times if you're not used to it. Got to check raise his hand. Flop jack. Sam starts with a check. Stab. Yes, also hoping for a speedy recovery. Okay. The viewers are growing. We probably have 300 people tuning in. Thanks everyone for watching. Those numbers are quite good, considering the fact that we're streaming on in the morning, and the heads-up session has been quite calm. Beautiful hand on the right hand table. We're going to 3-bet. Sam hasn't been 4-betting much at all. Let's see. Time banking, tough decisions, nice board to c-bet on. You can have all sorts of sizes here. To get the fold, folds to the 3-bet. Will we get an end of stream sprint? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it now, but never know. You never know. It's timing down a lot, so I think the end of the stream is coming. Going to 4-bet my aces. Get a similar-ish flop to the Jack 3 deuce one. One that's hard to connect for him. This one a little bit easier, but still super hard. We're blocking a 3. We have the ace of clubs, so we're going to go for the whole enchilada. My hand is so pretty, have to gamble. Might be in bad shape. What do we have? 37%. And he holds. He holds. Nice hand, sir. He had more equity than I was expecting that he said he has to gamble. Getting some other action in the meantime. Stacking our faces again. Flop a pair and an open-ender. Going to peel once. Now we have to fold. Sam steamrolling at the moment, calling the set on the bottom table. Going to call again with the kings. As this is an unknown guy, I don't really plan on folding here. I'm holding the king of clubs though, which is not great. Oh, just hoping for queens or jacks, I guess. That's queen 9-5-5. It's a wild one. Some quick notes. Then we focus back on Sam. Open 3-bet. Flop the Mexican end of a straight, but we have 2 sevens, so it's quite unlikely that our opponent has a better straight. We're going to check this time. Bet small. Check on the river. Checking on the flop. Blocking a whole lot of hands on the turn. Checking on the river. Betting small on the left hand table. We have the most overpairs. We can leverage that by betting small with a lot of hands. Folding on this river. This Taquita guy seems extremely wild. Wow, he's going no look all in now. Quite the action here, early morning. We have to go with it with the queens. King, queen, queen, 10. At least I think so. Obviously I didn't run sims for these spots. They don't happen that often. We're hoping for folds from these guys. If they call, we're in terrible shape. Would be nice to offset our Sam losses. Andre Santos has a decision. Probably in terrible shape if he calls, but what can you do? He's calling. Shows up with ace 8-7-5. That's super wide, super bad call, I think. Ace on the turn. Ooh, this is a big one, huh? 60k pot. Not gonna lie, I would like to win this one. 7, that's not me. That's not me. That's unfortunate. It's also not Takati. Super bad call, I think, but ends up winning the hand. Should Get a big stack here. I'm expecting a lot of blind all-ins here. Betting the jacks. Let's see how we did there equity-wise. 44.13%. They were blocking each other quite a bit. An ace and 8 they both had, which is super nice for us. Pre-flop all in now with the king 6 3 7. It's one of the craziest action I've seen in a while. All praying for a straight. No, it doesn't get there. Okay. Crazy action here. Folding. And he's gone. Jesus Christ. That was super crazy. Folding here. Going to raise Sam, small. Only doing this at a low frequency, but we have to fight back against his over 3 betting, over C betting tactics. Starting with a check. And here we're starting with a stab. Not much we can do. Sam getting the best of us today. To be fair, he was deserving of a winning session. For sure. Still playing though. Sam said he had 1 hour, but maybe he can play a bit longer. I'm gonna get this out of the view. Looks a bit more cleaner this way. Does somebody know when PokerStars is back up? No, not playing on PokerStars. Liku is enjoying the content. Thanks for tuning in again. Yeah, there was some crazy stuff on GG Poker that definitely happens only a couple of times a year. Get a lead. We have a decent 2 pair. Going to call again, but not super excited about it. King 8. Going to stab here small. Going to bet. I think we can go for the whole enchilada here. Just don't think he's slow playing many full houses there. So we have to start adding some bluffs. Not the worst hand to do it with. Small bet so we can call. C-betting small here, disconnected board. If he folds 8s, 9s, whatever, it would be a big win. Okay, I'll be back doing more commentary. Flat calling with the kings when I figure out my lobby management. That's more important now. Maybe the guy returns, so we want to hold the tables for a bit. Nice hand to bluff with. Folding here. Super marginal right hand table. Marginal peel as well. Hopefully we can find ways to take the pot away. Traps us with the jacks, well played. Folding here is really running us over, Sam, at the moment. We have the 9 deuce with the open ender with the flush draw. I think we're going to ramp up variance here and raise. Okay, lobby is in order now. Can continue playing again. So we're getting more action from Sam than we were promised, which is nice. Nice plot twist with this GG table. It's just paper how numbers on the screen, I guess. Yeah, it has to become that when you're a professional poker player. Also, I'm in a very comfortable situation financially, so it's easier to drop 40, 50k. I'm not sure how much we're down at the moment. Especially if you're happy with the way you played. Shouldn't be too hard to lose money. And if it's hard for you, you're probably not playing the right stakes, or mentally you have some work to do. Bets again. Let's be on a session with Yuri. Is that your coach? It's not my coach. We had one session, no limit hold'em session together, reviewing some of the bigger pots that I had in the no limit hold'em game. Going to start with a check here. We have an overpair, flush draw, and open ender. Super strong hand. If we get raised, we call. See betting here. Opening the triple kings. Fold to a 3-bet. River the flush, we call, but he hasn't shown much interest in bluffing. Too strong to fold though. Seven on the river, check and pray. Doesn't work. Open 3-bet. That big. If I had to guess, we have almost 400 people watching now. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's much appreciated. Some crazy action Thursday early in the morning. Just mixing up his sizes. Calling with the open ender and the good shots. Can we call here? Can we bluff here? We are so low in our range and a lot of draws come in, so I think we have to, even though we're not blocking anything. Not picture perfect this flop, but we have to go with it. Get a quick fold, which is very nice. Sam must think I'm steamy at the moment. A lot of 3-betting, 4-betting. Blocking the king, so we're gonna check and decide. It's the main part of our value, or the hand that we're targeting for value, so it works better as a check, I think. Bluffing on the right hand side, blocking 3 clubs, 1 diamond. Then when you're blocking all the draws, it becomes a pretty poor candidate for a follow-up on the river. So we're check folding here. We can bet, we can check. I'm going to raise here. Put him to the test. Continue on the river. Lose Aruda. Sick 40k hand, but you would lose anyway against the random all-in. True. Crazy call by the other guy. I don't agree with it, but I don't have all the answers, of course. Tight fold on the left hand table. Flop a pair and an open ender. All or some of the check raises as well, so bet. Call from Sam. It's not great for us to jack. Checking back. Straight comes in, but also the flush and the aces. And to fold. Taking a long time, Sam. Check on the turn. Going to try and take it away from him. Does work. Three betting on the left hand table, A7, 7, 8. Check folding. We're going to continue on this turn. We have king high, so a fold would be very beneficial. We do get raised, small. Check calling. On the left hand table. Don't think there's much we could have done differently in this session, so pretty happy overall. Floating with the 10. Open and a call and flop the full house. Could potentially turn this one into a bluff. Bet big. Going to raise the small size. Check and pray on the left hand table. Doesn't work. Open and a call, and yet again we flop the full house. Right hand table we have the aces. We're gonna fast play them again. I'm blocking over pairs, flush draws. Here we're going to bet the size of the pot. Pretty terrible turn, but we have to get it in. doesn't lead, which is a good start. Queen 10 beats us, 7-10 beats us, quick call. Does have the 7-10. Three on the river, we're gonna turn that into a bluff. Calls us. The steamroll is official. Calling on the flop. Getting free card on the river. We do miss our hand, which is rather unfortunate, so I'm gonna go and try to steal the pot, but Sam is on a roll. 6-4. Quick and good call. Great line as well. Can't stop bluffing now. Flop the bottom end of a straight. Flush on the turn. I think we can safely fold here, but it's a bit tight. Calling with the king 6-4. Easy defend on the flop. Check and pray. Okay, that's nice. Could potentially bluff those hands, so he definitely doesn't have enough bluffs in those scenarios, so overfolding is a good idea. C-betting. Takita is back. Some crazy action today, huh? Expecting a 3-bet here from him, but he doesn't. Going to get it in here, it feels a bit dirty, but ooh-wee. Okay. 30% against most holdings, but yeah, all good. Takati on the 5-card table this time. Because it's interesting to straddle, because he loves to re-straddle or go blind all in, and the way the positions are, they're in my, how do you say? It's good for me. Going to raise here on the turn with the jacks, quick call, and thank God for Lady Luck stepping in, giving us the straight there. I was saying thank God, but who knows, maybe he has queen jack. We have double jack, so I don't think we can consider folding here, but as mentioned, Sam doesn't have enough bluffs in most lines. Going to call this one, expecting to see queen jack a healthy amount of the time. Let us see. It's 300 people tuning in to see me getting murdered by Sam. Heads up. He said he only had an hour, but Andre Santos taking Takita again, which is like swings in poker are crazy. Takita. Not sure if I can call here, but he's kinda wide. Three betting here for some board coverage. Sam in the bank. Sammy in the bank. Not interested. Going to check this flop. Bluff on the turn. Hopefully Takita has a rebuy, but he's been going through his money quite quickly. Got a fold from Sam here, which is nice. Still getting crushed. I'll do a little outro of the session at the end, see how much money we're down and find out if we'll ever recover from this. Small bet. There's a lot of turns that we can bluff on. 7, 8, 9. 9 is not a bluff, but holding a 4, blocking the 3, 4. This board heavily favors the caller. We can bluff a lot there. Sam sitting out on both tables, that's a bad sign. Action might be over. And he's back. Betting against Andre. Three betting left hand table, opening right hand table, and a check on the 5 card table. Going to have to fold with king, queen, queen. Sam is not 4-betting wide at all this session. We do super poorly against aces. One of the worst boards we can get as a 4-better. Going to check, hope for some backup equity value. is good for us. And the 8 is pretty terrible for us. Going to fold this hand. Getting run over pretty heavily. Just thankful for the action though. Calling again with an 8 inside straight draw. Raising here with the set. Going to bluff, but it's like they're setting us up for failure here. There's so many overpairs. Does find the fold. I have to keep going. I guess that's the hardest thing when you're losing money, to keep putting in bluffs that seem obvious. Open 3-bet. Start with a check. You're my role model. I study every day to have the same perspective on the game as you. Axala Butters, thank you a lot. Going to check here. Queen Heights, definitely not great, but maybe we take it down. These are spots where Sam should be applying way more pressure. Allows us to win a bit more hands and overfold on the river a bit. Viewers are ever growing. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you have a question, feel free. I'll try to answer it. It's tough sometimes with the combining streaming and playing heads up, but I'm here to entertain you. Checking again. And the river gives us some showdown value, which is nice. So we don't have to bluff every pot. Check this one. Check again. Checking again is fine. It's getting a bit more trappy, Sam. With the right hands for sure. So we're wrapping up soon. We might have close to 400 viewers. It's tough to tell with the way Twitter counts viewers. Playing on Coinpoker. against Sam. Last few minutes. Last few minutes of the session. And he did play like a stallion today, huh? Very impressed with his play today. The nausea song is back. Yeah, you should have this thing on your computer, the volume regulator. You can just enjoy seeing me play with no volume. Betting small here. It's definitely not a thing, but against Sam it might be. I'm not hearing the music that you guys are hearing, by the way. New playlist is coming soon. Going to attack this check. 3-betting wide. Can you keep doing content? It is great. Most high level player doing content nowadays. Yeah, I appreciate that a lot. I feel like there's a bit of a gap in the market. Feels like when Gelfand taught me the game 12 years ago. Yeah, it's crazy. Back in the day people were giving a lot of information out for free. I guess the landscape has changed a bit in that sense. Quick fold from Sam. We defended 2 pair. Open the kings. Bets again. Check and pray. Check and pray, check and pray. No dice. Check on pray. Checking this one. Checking this one. Still not a great bluff candidate, so check again. Been enjoying PLO 5 a lot lately. I think it's worth switching to PLO 5 mainly. I feel like most of the player pool makes such mistakes. Yeah, it's a little bit at the place where PLO was just before Sovas came out, so there's definitely more room for interpretation and people make mistakes more than they do in 4-card nowadays. Okay, that's it for our session against Sam. So we started today with 202k in the bankroll.